With Chiron entering your 10th house, reputation, and how you feel about your place in the world comes into focus. When we start to see ourselves as others see us, we always become more insecure, and we start to measure and judge. In that way, it is not helpful as we forget about uniqueness and also values, and we try and fit ourselves into a one-size-fits-all hole. The more important thing to do is to examine yourself regarding your own goal set, and then ponder whether those goals which you set flowed from a genuine passion or a notion that it would please others, i.e. parents. This movement of Chiron across your 10th house cusp will last all year, and is a call to jump on some new train tracks with your name on them. Yes, you need new meaningful goals that dovetail with your values and passions, and give you a sense of pride and self-respect that is irrespective of worldly reputation and measurement. Often Chiron relates to wounds received in childhood, and you may find that some of the things you aim for are to show them or disprove some notion about yourself that came from another, and which you have internalized for years. Often negative parental messages and criticisms weigh hard and are the driver for great striving and ambition, but the results can be empty, and often they still do not heal that wound. Revisiting the wound and healing it by approving of yourself, accepting your own uniqueness and reveling in whatever happiness and success you have created is vital. Learn to look within for acceptance and approval. There are two distinct sides to this month, and one is frustration and impatience, and another is confidence. Both influences give you more gusto and more dynamism. It is just hard to harness that positive energy and direct it to something concrete or worthwhile as your thoughts and ideas are coming and going so fast that you cannot keep up. This is a lucky time where you attract good things towards you, and new people and ideas can stimulate desire, ambition, and passion. However, events happen at pace and are somewhat confusing, and so you need to go with the flow, grab onto any important information, and when the dust settles, you can decide what the heck to do with it all. A month of flashes of insight and ideas, many of which will still be very much in the raw material form. Take notes and keep diaries as you are quite scatty, and may forget important meetings or events as you are so mentally preoccupied. The moon waxes from the 15th to the 26th, making this the best period for new starts, launches, and business initiatives. This would not be the best time for press releases, book launches, or submitting a paper. This is also not a good time for incorporating an IT-based business. Health is favored, and starting a new diet or fitness regime is auspicious and will get a great boost. It is also a fortunate time for beginning a new role in your job or retraining. Work with children and in entertainment is very profitable and rewarding. Cancerian sports people can be very successful this month. Money matters are subject to flux, and you should hold back on major decisions due to possible volatility in underlying issues. Cancerians are suffering from a lot of mental tension and perhaps also worry. No matter how much you do, you still feel that there is more to be done, and your mind is racing. This is a month of fast-paced action and also quite a few surprises which can discombobulate you, and means that new actions plans must be made on the hop to adjust to sudden changes. On the positive side, you are very open to new ideas, and will have quite a few red pill moments when you have realizations where the truth slaps you in the face, and you accept and start to live with a new reality. Breathing properly is vital, and you may find your breaths shallow and short. You need to take time to breathe deeply. Yoga exercises can be very helpful. Limit caffeine this month as you are hyper as it is. Avoid sweeteners and also chocolate, especially dark chocolate. Eat more whole grains, eggs, avocado, and nut milks. Make sure you get sunlight or supplement your vitamin D. Taking a vitamin B complex supplement is also helpful. Eat more spinach, kale, sardines, and salmon. You can be quite erratic this month, and if you are with a Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio, they may not like that at all. However, Gemini, Aquarius, and Sagittarius will want to encourage it and use the opportunity to get the relationship into a whole new mode where it's all spontaneous and anything goes. You may act or speak suddenly without considering all the facts or sensitivities at stake, and that may upset partners who are sensitive, but you are just expressing inner frustrations and tensions and going with what feels right at the time, and so no need to box yourself in. Just explain how you feel. Time to get your partner around the table over a cup of tea, green or chamomile, and correct any misconceptions. Things often get thrown about during fights, and you think, how the hell can she think that? After the fight, you often forget to address it. Now is an ideal time, especially in budding relationships, to straighten out any issues where the other person has totally the wrong idea about you or your intentions. Let your partner know where you are at emotionally right now. That can be even more important in new relationships where the other person may be putting on more pressure for deeper involvement just at a time when you feel confused and like you need some breathing space. You are non-committal right now, as there is much going on inside you, and you are very unsure. This is not a rejection, and the other person in your life needs to know this. This is not the best time for a new romance unless it is based on just having fun, no strings attached. A cyber or long-distance relationship can be perfect to fill a gap and provide that conversation and mental stimulation you need, with no immediate pressure. Relationships can be vivacious and contentious right now, but there is energy to work on and resolve issues, and sex can be quite spontaneous or occur when least expected, leading to the realization of new ways to get satisfaction. Your expectations are quite high, and you are alert to possibilities, but you need some discernment as things are changing fast, and you cannot always nail down the exact forward plan as much is up in the air. You are quite competitive mentally and eager to think bigger and have the more innovative approach. A male colleague or boss may present you with an opportunity to travel for business or some physical activity associated with work. With Mercury retrograde until the 15th, self-promotion and your public relations could have been complicated and less effective, but after Mercury goes direct, it will be much easier to project a consistent and focused image. Any career changes or job applications should be delayed until after the 15th, as this will ensure you put your best foot forward, no nervousness or faux pas. Use this month to set the record straight with superiors, and it is also a good time to speak to your boss or personnel manager about your ambitions and possible career paths available in your company. After the 15th, have a rethink about your career strategy. Is it just hit and miss, or are you actually aiming for something specific rather than trying various avenues and hoping for divine intervention? Cancer are planners, and so use this time to firm up your plan or scrap it and start again. This is also a good time to think about retraining or taking a course to open up a new route forward. Science and technology are key areas for you now. In leadership, do not be obsessed with doing it all your way. Bring more people on board to the decision-making process and revel on bouncing ideas about and taking their ideas and molding them to something useful. You can engender more support this way, and so embrace and do not resent input. You are putting yourself under quite a bit of pressure as your opponents or competition may have upped their game, and you need to respond. Legal battles may intensify, and debates are more heated this month as those you oppose put up a fight. Never assume anyone you come up against is a walkover, and so prepare well.